Damn. Let's just cut to the chase. It all begins with Ghost waking up from a nightmare that he had, going to the kitchen, speaking to Tasha about how we should put the past to the past and just restart, but Tasha's not falling for that. She's like, let's just keep things for how it is right now. We're separated, but we're not divorced. Ghost complies for now, but Tasha wants to talk to him after. So Ghost then goes to the club, sees the club for the first time, seeing that it's intact, it's open, feeling like a man ready to make money. Then all of a sudden, Simon Stern comes in, saying that his wife loaned money from him and he has to pay him back. But he has another offer. You can be a real estate. I'll be a silent partner. And Ghost doesn't want to do it, but since Tasha fucked up, he has no choice but to do it. Kanan, who was waiting to jump him before to get the money for Tariq, he didn't go and pursue it right away because Simon Stern was in the room. So he tells Jukebox that I'm gonna get him when it's the right time, and Jukebox is like, hurry up, I ain't no fucking babysitter. We need the money or I'm gonna kill this kid. So then Jukebox is starting to talk to him. Tariq has no idea what's going on. He's just playing video games like a dumbass kid as usual. And Jukebox is like, so you eavesdropping on me now? He's like, no, I'm just wondering when son gonna be here. And Jukebox is like, don't worry when you're gonna be here. For now, just kick back and relax. Just make sure that your mom knows that you're able to stay here for the night. He's like, yeah, it's his bed. And Jukebox is like, yeah, I'll handle it. And Jukebox texts Tasha. Tasha doesn't even, and Tasha says, yeah, you can stay for the night, not realizing that it's Jukebox. So bitter ass Keisha is there at the shop, upset because she didn't hear from her man. Tasha's like, well, you know how these guys are. And plus, Keisha was like, yo, can we just separate from the weave shop and the drugs? Like, I need to know what the fuck's going on. She's like, don't worry, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're just gonna run things like this for a while, but it'll be good. So then Tommy is in Chicago with some guy coming out of the elevator. Then he meets Jason, one of the Serbs, and they're both talking about business and how that he should separate all ties from Ghost. Now Tommy thought he meant he had to kill him, but Jason's like, no, I mean you should just get rid of him, cut him off. But meanwhile, you should stay here for the night. Tommy didn't want to stay because he thought, you know, I thought we were going to have a little talk and then we could leave. But he's like, no, I insist. So then the Serbs and Tommy are eating at a restaurant where Mal used to stay and eat humans. And Tommy's talking about his life before hustling. All the girls are giggling. And Jason's like, yo, I can't believe you had a job. So then Jason's mentioning Malone. And Tommy's like, well, I can't believe you guys put a hit out so fast. So Jason's like, he was falling off, looking at him a little bit suspicious, along with his men. And Tommy's like, yeah, but I hope you guys don't eat people like he does. Honestly, I don't like eating people. And they offer him another drink, a real strong one, and he's like, whoa, I need another one. Then, after the drink, they're walking outside in the parking lot. Tommy wasted at this point. And he sees the trunk open and they knock him out. Put him in the trunk. They drive to an unknown location and they get him out of the trunk. And Tommy's like, what's going on? And then the guy from season 3 who ordered the hit and said it was okay, he said he did it. And Tommy's like, you lying motherfucker, you knew. You set this whole thing up. Yo, Jason, he's trying to set both of us up. And the girl comes at the time, talks to Jason, and trying to figure out who's lying, who's not. And then Jason pulls the gun out, and he's about to kill Tommy. Tommy has a flashback of Holly. And when he opens his eyes, the guy from season 3 gets shot. Tommy doesn't know what to say at first until they start digging the hole and burying him. And he's like, rotten hell, you piece of shit. Yeah, rotten hell. And then Jason's like, well, you're gonna be a successor to Malone. Here's the keys. We'll talk later. And Tommy's on his way home. So Julio meets up with Dre, confronts him about, oh, you were talking with Kanan at the club? And Dre's like, well, I can't shoot him at the club. Look, he wanted in. I told him no. He tried to press. I told him to bounce. Julio doesn't believe this shit, but he's like, look, everything's fine, but he heard another person or gang is trying to get into the connect. And he's like, what? Oh shit. And he's like, look, I need you to handle it. He's like, well, I need to talk to Tommy. Man, why are you being such a bitch, man? Just do it. And he's looking at him all menacing, like, yo, what are you trying to say? He's like, yo, just handle it yourself. You're the distro, not the bitro. And Dre, as he was going back to the car after talking with Julio, he texts Cristobal saying we should meet up. And they meet up. They're talking about, hey, we need to get rid of this guy. And one of his old gang members like, yeah, this guy's a spitting face. And if only Ghost can improve it. And Dre's like, well, Ghost is out the game. You can kill him now. And he's like, really? Well, then it would be a pleasure. Then Julio at an unidentified location, trying to meet Cristobal. And his old gang comes. And he's just like, what the fuck's going on? They stick him up with knives because they want to make it clean. And the old gang member's like, you being alive is disrespectful to me. And Julio's like, you know Ghost is gonna flip when he finds out that you're trying to kill me. He's like, but he's not in the game no more. So your life means nothing. And I wanted you dead for a long time, boy. Julio is, you're gonna have 3 against 1. And then he calls him the whore. And the gang member says it back, and then he attacks him. He starts fighting him. And he kills the first one. The second one he kind of beats down a little, but then he got stabbed in the leg. And he couldn't really fight the leader of the gang, trying to swing with the pipe. And then they take him down. And he cuts his tattoo off with a knife. And he's like, this is for the disrespect you give to the whole gang, the whole familia. And stabs him in the chest, finishing him off. Julio's gasping for air, can't even breathe, and then collapses. He dies. When the evening comes, he confronts Tasha. He's like, what the fuck you think you're doing? Loaning money to Stern. Now I'm back with him. Now I have to run this business with him again. You should have known better, Tasha. And Tasha's like, well, I needed money for the kids. I needed money for me and for my dresses and my hoochie purses. And Ghost is just like, look, he doesn't want the money. He wants me. And now I gotta do real estate with him. And Tasha's like, well, you're smarter than him. He's gonna outsmart him again like you did before. You got this. But we gotta talk about Tariq. Jukebox and Tariq are at night hanging out. And she hands him a drink. And he's wondering why they call her Jukebox. She says that she knows all the tunes. And he asks after, can you sing better than my mom? He's like, yeah, you damn right. And as they were talking, Tariq begins and eventually passes out. And she hums a tune and it says, lights out, little nigga. So then Ghost is trying to text Tommy, trying to figure out where he is, and out of nowhere, Kanan comes by. And he's like, it's time to pay your debts, motherfucker. Look, I need you to get the money or we're gonna kill your son. And Ghost is like, yo, why are you doing this, man? We don't have to go through this. He's like, no, you set me up, you put me in jail, get in the car now. And Ghost gets in the car and starts driving Kanan to where he can get the money, because this is what it's all about. And then as Ghost is at a stoplight, he sees the cop, thinking maybe he can do some stupid shit. And Kanan's like, I knew you better than that. Try some stupid shit and I'll kill you away. And Ghost continues to drive. And when he tells him to park, Ghost is like, what do you want? And Kanan's like, money. He's like, yo, I don't have money. I just got out of jail. Find a way to get money. Never stopped you before. And Ghost knew how to get the money and brought him to Tommy's warehouse. And Kanan was amused. He was like, oh, so you're robbing your own friend. Oh, well, I want you to rob. Okay, here's a gun. I want you to rob the place. He's like, yo, I can't rob with no bullet. Don't worry about that. And then they both go into the warehouse, Tommy's warehouse, where he stores the money. The first guy was like, hey, long time no see, Ghost. And Ghost was trying to go up there and he was trying to stop him, but then he knocks out the first guard, goes up the stairs. Second guard comes up. And he's like, hey, Ghost, what's going on, man? Long time no see, man. What's going on? And then Kanan knocks him out. And then goes to the third guard, who's counting the money, jamming. Ghost pulls the gun out and he says, put the money in the bag. I don't want to do this, but just put the money in the bag. And the guy was about to shoot Kanan. Because Kanan was in the room. And then Kanan shoots him in the head. And Ghost's like, yo, what the fuck you doing? He's like, you saw he was going to make a move. Now put the money in the bag. And he put the money in the bag, and they were out of there. Tommy's driving back home. He stops by in Cleveland. Hey, an old perverted man. He looks around the house, asks him a bunch of questions about how big is the house, what's a den, and then he asks him, so you fuck your daughter? And he's like, whoa, you should leave. And he's like, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. And the old man was gonna call the cops, and then Tommy knocked the phone out of his hand. And the old man was panicked, scared for his life. And Tommy's like, she was 9 years old when you molested her. He's like, well, some are easier than others. And then Tommy beats the hell out of him with a bat. Just beats him and beats him till his head is mashed up. Tariq is then trying to go home because it's morning at this point. And Jukebox says you're not going nowhere. And he's like, what do you mean I gotta go home? My mama will be waiting for me. She might be worried. And then as he's about to leave, open the door, she knocks him out. So then Ghost and Kanan are in the car talking. And he's telling Kanan that, look, I understand what I did was terrible. Setting you up, putting you in jail. But you didn't see my vision. It was either kill you or you be in prison. And he's like, well, you picked the wrong decision. So look, you can do whatever you want to me, but leave Tariq out of this. Like, who set you up for this? Tommy? Tasha? Holly? He's like, no. It's a woman that doesn't give a fuck about life. And she eats pussy. And he's like, jukebox. And then Kanan tells him to pull over. And they get out the car. Kanan's pointing the gun to him, ready to shoot him. But then he hands over the gun to Ghost, saying, and Ghost is like, why'd you hand me the gun? Pointing it at Kanan. And he's like, because I can. I knew you were going to do that. Look, you can kill me right now and get your son, which won't work because she'll kill you anyway. Or we can both get him together. Ghost chose the second option. And both of them go together. And they go inside. They see Jukebox. He's like, just about fucking time. Now bring the money here. And Kanan's like, Ghost about to get what he deserves. And they go into the room where Tariq is, and he sees his father tied up. And she's like, see, you dress as a civilian. You think anyone's gonna buy that? And she's talking. She notices that Ghost is slowly trying. And she's like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, move another inch and I'm gonna blow this motherfucking head off. Slim, how about you tell us who you really are? And don't lie or I'll blow this kid's head off. I'm not playing. And Kanan had no choice but that. Come clean. No, my name is Kanan Starr. Came from the hood. Wasn't raised right. And she told him, okay. Now tell him why you were with him, Kanan. And Tariq was like, fuck, you told me that Kanan was dead. He's like, nah, Kanan was never dead. And the reason I was with you, because I wanted to get revenge on your dad. And I used you as a guinea pig. Just give me what I want. And then Jukebox was like, tell us about Sean. Kanan was like, I killed Sean. He was soft unlike you. And I'll do it again. And then Ghost is trying to walk forward and Jukebox was like, stay over there. And as she said that, Kanan shot her twice and killed her on sight. And then Ghost runs to his son, unties him, and he's hugging him like a newborn baby. And he's hanging there over there, Tariq hanging over there like a slob. Don't even know what the fuck's going on. And Kanan ready to kill the both of them. Couldn't do it. Takes the money and leaves. And Ghost and Tariq have a moment. Will Tariq finally be a good boy? Will Ghost get rid of Stern once and for all? Will Tommy make it back in New York and talk to Teresi? Will Lakeisha break up with Tommy? Find out next time on Power Season 4, Episode 8. Week 8? Are you high? You have reviews to do. Well, I got a life too. I booked this from a while back and I'm taking a vacation. Vacation? You ain't taking no vacations unless I say so. You're gonna be here for week 7. Quite frankly, I'm tired of your shit. All you tell me from week 1 is do this, do that. Well, shut the fuck up. We all got lives to live, and we ain't have to live it being a slave. This ain't a multi-million-dollar company. This is YouTube. And if people can't wait for a week, 1 week, then they know where to go. Okay. We don't have to go this road. But I'm sick of this. Until then, I'm gonna be back in 2 weeks. Get me? You wanna have a vacation, you go ahead. It ain't gonna end well for you. See you When I just wanna see. Yo, bro. See you on the other side. See you. Who gonna do week 7 now?